Well, hello. Welcome to this live edition of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, local sports picker here in Phoenix, Arizona. Lucas, what's going on? How are you doing? We are live, multiple platforms, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. We will be on for roughly about an hour. So hopefully everybody's having a good one. We got one college football game today. We got one NFL game today. We got two baseball games today. So we got a little bit of everything for everybody. All right. I'm sure there's some hockey or something we don't do as well. Big thanks for joining Westside Chief Keith. That's a hard one to pronounce, isn't it? Woo. Let's see here. And all right, fun to send out a few more invites, get everybody here that we can, because it's always a lot more fun when there's a lot of people here. Hopefully everybody's having a great Thursday. Sorry, we've been a little hit and miss this week. Not trying to be, just happens to be that way. Let's see here. All right, that should about do is send out the invites for us. You can catch us, like I said, on multiple platforms, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch, so make sure. Seattle Dodgers, Seattle and the Dodgers don't play tonight. Seattle, do you like this set? I stayed away from sides for the most part in this one. Under 4, front 5 in the shadow game to start it off in LA. And then Blue Jays plus 1.5. What's going on? No caller ID. This series has been, how do I put this politely? All over the place might be the best way to put this thing. So it's been a little ugly to say the least. College football game, East Carolina tonight. Let's see where that line has taken off to, shall we? Ben, thanks for sharing the live. What, we still at 16.5? Surprisingly, if we are. Took Bengals money line. I don't blame you there, Donald. They are live tonight, so I do not blame you. We took them plus the 5.5, but yeah, plus 230, hard to stay away from. I completely understand that. Jay, how are you? Well, we got under 4, under in the first 5 innings. Brewers Dodgers under 8. Blue Jays plus 1.5. Of course, that's gotten even juicier. Yes, run first inning in the Blue Jays game because Scherzer and Castillo's worst inning is normally their first inning on that one. Scherzer gets shelled. I don't know if he gets shelled, but I think they give up a run maybe in the first. All 60-minute money line. All right, Jordan, there you go. Tulsa game under. Tulsa under team total. I like that one. If you want to look that direction, I really like East Carolina tonight. I think they win by 3-4 touchdowns, I would think. Homers for either game. Well, definitely don't like one in the first one because I think under there. It's hard to hit home runs in Seattle, except yesterday, apparently. So no worries, child support. No worries. I don't really not a big homer guy in the playoffs, but there are games like we had yesterday that were 5, so which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Like I said, we are live on multiple platforms as well, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. So make sure you check us out on any of those. All of our daily shows get posted definitely on YouTube. We do try to put a small thing together for TikTok as well. Jays or Seattle, Jays plus 1.5. Brewers, Dodgers. I like the under, especially the shadows early in that game. It is hard to hit in LA during the day. That's why they have all night games. So. Touchdowns in tonight's game. T. Higgins. Let's see. And DK Metcalf. And I will give you one that's no touchdown that's pretty reasonable is Jaylen Warren. So Brewers money line, Jays money line. I think the Brewers are going to have trouble hitting. I think that game's extremely low scoring the first 5. Maybe it pops open late. Yeah. Everybody wanting that Dodgers over. Everybody realizes they haven't hit over yet in that series, right? Receptions, Jaylen Warren for 4 tonight. is the only receptions ones we got. So Jaylen Warren over 3.5. It was plus money. I think he's got a crack at getting some tonight. I don't think we see as much Gainwell. That's why we're under Gainwell ever. Ohtani's been due for 10 days. Jay's team total, I will say this. That game yesterday was the aberration out there in Seattle. I do not expect scoring like that. But would you trade Amon-Ra St. Brown for Rashid Rice, Jaylen Warren, and Quentin Johnson? Are Quentin Johnson and Jaylen Warren going to start for you? They're 7.77. Jaylen Warren, 2 TDs. I like him for under a TD, but okay. Over Cincy Pittsburgh, we actually played the under in that one. Todd, what's going on? If they're going to start, then I would play it. Like if one of those other dudes is going to start for you, yes. But if they're not going to start, no. Waller or Ingram, oof. Yeah. I do not like the Mariners by more than 1.5. They have trouble scoring there. Yelling under. What are we trying to say there, Randy? My apologies. Are you talking about Yelich? Jordan Phillips or Elijah Roberts? Really? Kickers to score all the points. We're coming out with the crazy stuff. Blue Jays do play today. They play the night game. There's both baseball games are playing today, Shador. All right, so Yelich under what? A half a hit? Randy, is that what you're asking? I still don't understand. All I see is point and hits. Who scores tonight? I do like T. Higgins. He scored in 5 consecutive home games. Also like DK Metcalf. Oh, that's okay, Shador. Pittsburgh, I think they win, but don't cover. Win by a field goal. Morning, Big Boss. How are you? The Book of Michael. There you go. Nice job, M. Costa. You hit that one yesterday? Congratulations. What about Jonnu? Well, there's not a Johnny Smith. There's a Jonnu Smith. We didn't touch him tonight. He has no RBI under half a hits. Okay, I can see that. Yelich has been struggling. Yeah. So, let's see. Who picked Elijah Roberts over Jordan Phillips? I'm not sure where you're going there, but okay. Let's see here. We went over that one. All right, so if you're looking for the Thursday night stuff, we just put out the NFL show on YouTube, but Bengals plus the points, Bengals under that game under. DK Metcalf 10+ yards first quarter, Rodgers under 30.5 pass attempts, Gainwell under 10.5 yards longest reception, Chase Brown for 40+ rush yards, Gainwell under 6.5 rushing attempts, not TDs. Flacco under 1.5 passing touchdowns. Flacco to throw a pick. Warren under 14.5 rush attempts. Flacco 23+ completions, 35+ pass attempts. Gainwell under 24.5 rush yards. Warren under a half a TD. DK and T. Higgins anytime TD. And Warren 4+ receptions. For Kyron Williams and Jed. Okay, I got you. YouTube, we do go through all of it as well. Warren for 1.5 receptions. Yeah, we played him for 4+. So I would say so. It's at plus 130 for no RBI under half a hit. Okay. If you're talking half hit run RBI, Randy, that's a tough one there on that one. But if it's just under a half a hit or RBI, I'm fine there. There is an MLB video up, correct? We did one for TikTok that's pretty simple because we can't talk about everything. That did college football, and it did the MLB and that one. YouTube, you have a separate Thursday Night Football and the baseball games. And there was a college football show we put out a couple days ago for Tuesday through Friday action. So all of those are up over on YouTube at Sports Bets for free. And also the link to the Discord's over there, and also the link to the 7-day free trial of Outliers over there. So a lot of stuff. Yeah, Flacco to throw picks normally on the bingo card. Not as much. He's not as heavily wagered as Geno, but hey. Favorite place today? Gainwell under 10.5 yards longest reception. Would be one. Eastern Carolina. Laying the 16.5. There's another one. Let's see. Dodgers Brewers under 4 the first 5 innings. And Vlad 2+ hit run RBI. Springer 2+ hit run RBI. And those will be our favorites of the day. Was one and Brown. Okay. Good morning, Jerome. How are you? MN Scapelli, thank you so much. Montana, thanks for joining the show. We are live, multiple platforms, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Feel free to check us out on any of those. Tony Maverick, thanks for joining the show. Trev, thanks for joining. I do think ECU will cover the 16.5. I wouldn't be surprised if they win by 4 touchdowns plus, to be really honest. So they are a much better team than what Tulsa can provide. One King Quan Black Sheep, thanks for joining. Jacksonville State came through big last night for us. Plus money on the money line, so that worked out. Hopefully everybody got a little taste of that. Although Western Kentucky on Tuesday was god-awful. Never seen Western Kentucky play that bad. I do not think the Steelers cover the 5.5. Tough game on the road, division game. I understand the team difference. 5.5's a lot on the road there. Brewers plus -1.5. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a boatload of runs there, Smitty, so I wouldn't play them -1.5. Plus 1.5, yes. YouTube is sports bets for free. Should I give up Jalen Waddle for Quentin Jenkins? Absolutely. I can't believe the commissioner will let that one go. Waddle for Judkins? How soon can you pull the trigger on that? I'm in. Bo Shank, thanks for joining. Don't need to ask. Just go ahead and pull the trigger. Todd, thanks for joining. If the commissioner allows it, the commissioner probably needs to get checked. Let's see. Omar, thanks for joining. The only thing that with Judkins is he had a bad week last week. So otherwise, he's been fabulous. So Miggy, thanks for joining. That's for fantasy purposes, but that was not a matchup that was going to go probably pretty well for him. You have to, if you really want to be smart with Cleveland, you just stop Judkins and make him beat you. I don't think the Steelers cover. I think they have a chance to win that thing by a field goal. So Alexis, we do like under 4 front 5 in the Dodgers game, under 8 as well. We'll do like Vlad and George Springer in the late game. And Blue Jays plus 1.5. Mike Keith, super fan. How are you? Great to see you. Thanks for liking the live. A few people hitting the button. That's always nice. Mariners money line. I'll be really honest with you. That series has been all over the place, right? I like the fact Scherzer's out there, but, let's put it this way. If the Mariners continue to score 4, they'll be fine in this series. The question is which games are they going to win, right? Is it going to be today? I'm not sure. I wouldn't be surprised if either team won that game. I just like the plus 1.5. It did get a little juicy here in the last few hours, but on that one. But child support and Bibiano, thank you. We are live, like I said, multiple platforms, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. The YouTube channel, Sports Bets for Free, will also have breakdown of all of the player props and everything else. So make sure you subscribe over there. It don't cost you nothing to watch. Caddy, thanks for liking the live. Michael, thanks for joining. Prudentia, thanks for the follow. Rafi, thanks for joining. All right. Colby, thanks for joining. Just 4 whole games today, except for hockey, right? So, Troy, thanks for joining. What is everybody going to do? Flag, user, thanks for liking the live. A little winded this morning. Dodgers, sadly. I think early on, I'll be really honest, I wouldn't be shocked if that game's 0-0 at 5. So, earn runs for pitchers was so simple. Yeah, it's simple when it hits, right? Max for 4Ks, if he can stay in there long enough. I'll give you one a little. Look at his 11.5 outs. If you think he's going to get 4 strikeouts playing for 12+ outs. Flacco, yeah, 35, I think is where we got it at. Let me take a look. You can almost bank Flacco pass attempts almost every week. But Flacco, we got him at 35+. It was a little juicy, but yeah, I like that one. I don't know if the Blue Jays win the series. I hope so. We've got a series bet on them. But Not quite sure in that one. Those first two games were they needed to get one of those, and they got none, so that was bad. Dodgers under 4 the front 5 in the shadows, and under 8 total. DK for 65 might be pushing there, Matt. I do like him for a touchdown tonight. I do think he gets 10-plus yards in the first quarter because he's been first quarter dominant, but I don't know about total for the game. I think this is going to be a slugfest late. Yep. The Yankees showed up last night. Chase Brown for 3 catches. I could see that. I'm not a monster Chase Brown guy, even though we do have a play on him tonight, but for 40-plus rush yards. But I don't know. Flacco does throw it to the backs quite a bit. Sutton or Olave. So that's a tougher one for me because Bo Nix has really struggled throwing the ball down the field, and that's where Sutton shines. Olave is going to get a lot more targets. So PPR league, I'd probably go Olave, but not by much. Clement and Randy. Okay. I like Clement. Randy's been cold. I wouldn't necessarily play Randy, but I do like Clement there. Favorite overs today? Over Vlad, 1.5 hit run RBI, Ernie Clement, and George Springer. I think those guys get some stuff done. Thoughts on Xavier Worthy this week? Well, probably going to see a few less targets, Johnny, because I believe Rashee Rice is back this week, right? So TD tonight, we did play T. Higgins. He scored in, 5 consecutive home games, and DK Metcalf. Baraz, so thanks for coming on. Great to see you. Genghis Kang, thanks for joining. Blue Jays and Mariners over 5.5 total. Okay, I could see that. Pittsburgh is the better team here. I just these rivalry games, these teams that see each other twice a year tend to figure each other out. Jamar, it's possible there, Jordan, right? Cal and Vlad hitting a home run again. Okay, I think we got a little excited about the game yesterday. Now everybody wants to play over and who's going to hit 10 bombs, right? So who's going to hit 10 bombs? One game goes cracking, and next thing you know, here comes everybody. Kirk is also hitting, not from what I see, but he's under 1.5 hit run RBI for 5 out of his last 6. But okay, Mariners over 3.5. Don't love it. You'll come back to me tonight? Okay. With what? I'm not going to see you tonight. So, Ronnie X Bully, thanks for joining. I love people that want to tell me I'm wrong and they're right. Yeah, it just shows about how old you are. So let me guess, 23? All right, let's see. Brewers last game, I hear you, yes. With proof all those people hit homers. Okay. Thoughts on the Dodgers game? Under 4 the front 5. Shadows early. Under 8 for the entire game. Who wins the Super Bowl is a great question. I think this thing is way over. Way wide open, I should say. Any homers for them? We didn't play anything, but it's playoff baseball time, normally where the pitchers are a little bit better, except in yesterday's game. So we don't do hockey, Mike. NFL game, do like the Bengals plus the points. Think it's a lower scoring game, taking the under as well on that one. Just listen to Sports GT23. He knows it all. Just ask him. So let's see here. All right, Skylar, thanks for joining. Cal, thanks for joining. All right, Mike Keith, thanks for liking the live. David Coleman, thanks for joining. Bully, thanks for liking the live. Eddie, thanks for joining. Quentin, thanks for joining. Melee Spam, thanks for joining. Jeff, thanks for joining. All right, we are live, multiple platforms, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Hammer Time and Ski, thanks for coming on the show. Hammer Time, thanks for liking the live. Melee, thanks for liking the live as well. There's no such thing as a lock, and there's no mega whale. I am not on what's his name over on X. Let's see. We've got some plays we like tonight. Kenneth Gainwell under 10.5 yards, longest reception. East Carolina tonight, under front 5 in the Dodgers game. Let's see, under 4. Steelers cover. I think Steelers win, probably don't cover. That's kind of what we thought there. The win by 3, 20-17 kind of rings in our head a lot tonight. So one more and I'll stop. You know what, sports? We'll go ahead and stop it for you. Don't worry about it. We took care of it for you. Don't worry about it. We took care of it for you. And Swift wants to come on and advertise on the show, so we all know what we do with that. Thanks for coming on, Swift, and advertising your show on mine because you have no followers. Bye-bye. Anyway, all right, so let's see. Todd, what's going on? Johnny Parlay, Chapera, thanks for the follow. All right, congratulations on hitting that. Nice job. We're on live multiple platforms, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Jorge for a home run. Jorge, okay. OR, thanks for the gifts as well, and liking the live. Kai, thanks for joining. I swear, everybody sees one over game, and everybody wants to play 7,000 different homers today. I don't know what is going on. The average runs in Mariners games over the last month plus has been around 5. They finally go crazy, and everybody's on it. All right. Let's see. I'm asking you, well, Jorge Polanco? No. How does that work? So, Glass now under 6 strikeouts. Actually, we played him for 6 and 7. So, thought I blocked you already. Let's see here. Steelers, Bengals plus the 5.5 and under. Got it. Yes. Don't like a lot of homers in that game. I think there'll be some runs. Just don't think they're coming by the home run. I don't think there's going to be 10 runs, but 4-3 game sounds about right in that one. Steelers, Bengals, yep. I just don't advertise on my show. Don't come on here. If you want to host your own show, they have this thing called Go Live. But, you have to have a few people that believe you. Justin Jefferson or Drake London, great question on that one for fantasy. Drake's been hot lately. Justin Jefferson, not so much. I'd probably have to lean London, even though I don't like to. I do like the under tonight on the NFL as well. No problem. Jay, thanks for joining. There's another 10 billion people on TikTok or 10 billion accounts. I'm sure we'll get somebody else to follow us, right? Let's see, Chris, thanks for joining. No problem, Danny. No problem at all. I like the under as well. So that's why I like the Bengals with the 5.5 too. So 20-17 final. Wouldn't shock me at all. See if we can pop a correct score or something on that. Word, thanks for joining. Mike Keith is back. Ben Cole, thanks for coming on the show. Mike Keith, thanks for liking the live. Anybody else want to advertise so I can boot you too? Let's see. Player props tonight. Yeah, we can go through those again. NFL-wise, DK for 10 plus over 9.5 yards first quarter only. Rodgers under 30.5 pass attempts. Chase Brown 40 plus rush yards. Gainwell under 6.5 rush attempts. Flacco for a pick. Warren under 14.5 rush attempts. Flacco 23 plus completions, 35 plus pass attempts. Gainwell under 24.5 rush yards. DK, anytime touchdown. Higgins, anytime touchdown. Warren, 4 plus catches. Warren, under a half a touchdown. That would be a rundown of player props for that one. If you're in the Blue Jays game, Vlad, Springer, and Clement for 2 plus hit run RBI. And Glasnow, 6 Ks and 7 Ks. And under in the Dodgers game. In the front 5, especially during the shadows, should be pretty good. Elvis, thanks for joining. Not really. I don't love the first quarter prop, but when the data is there, the data is there. And DK, when he gets targeted a bunch in the first quarter. So got to go with that, right? Team totals for the NFL game. Braves fan, what's going on? Chasing icons. Team total is, I haven't seen much of those lately here. Let me take a peek here. Give me a second. I have not looked at those here the last couple of days. Let's see. Who's pitching for the Brewers? Your guess is as good as mine. So probably a bullpen game, right? Team total, 19.5 for the Bengals and 25.5 for the Steelers. I would definitely play under on the Steelers. I'm doing good. How about yourself, Braves fan? Yeah, if I'm looking at the team totals, under 25.5 for the Steelers is definitely worth a play. I think one team whoever gets to 21st probably wins. Let's see here. We are live, multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Andrew, thanks for joining. Kendrick, thanks for joining. Mauricio, thank you. Trippy, thanks for joining. DG Bands, thanks for joining. Jonathan, thanks for coming on. Double, thanks for joining. Zeus, thanks for joining. We are live, like I said, multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. If you don't already follow us on YouTube, then you're missing basically the majority of everything. Eagles or Vikings, I think that game is, how do I put this? Extremely tight both ways. I'd like to get the Vikings at 3.5. Don't think it's going to get there. Maybe the Eagles figure out a way to pull it out, but it's going to be close. Aaron Rodgers to get 1+ yard rushing. If I had to play, it would be under. Braves fan, thank you. Yeah, just too easy to play him under, right? Just fun. Aaron Rodgers can't run out of his own shadow. And I don't think he's going to have to do a lot of scrambling tonight, to be really honest. So don't see if Hendrickson's not going to play, definitely the pass rush is going to hurt. Jack Ireland and Wren, thanks for joining. Rams or Jags. Tough game there as well. That one's a tough one. I would definitely say Rams, but here's my issue with the Rams, and this is my issue every time. They always let them back into the game. They either let the team that's inferior to them get off to a better start, or they let them back, or they get up early, and they get up early and let the teams back in. The line's only at 3. Is overseas 2.5. I'd probably play the Rams, but yeah, not loving it. KB, thanks for joining. The Jags have been really good to us until last week, right? So Bengals winning tonight. I do like them to keep it close and cover the number. They're live, I think. Vikings or Eagles. Everybody wants to pick the tough games out, huh? Okay. Vikings, Eagles, like we said just a little bit earlier, I think the game's kind of a bloodbath, to be really honest. I was hoping we'd see Vikings plus 3.5, but it's not going to get there on there. So I don't really know in that one. It's a stay away game for us when it comes to the line. I think we're going to have to, play a lot of player props in that one. Braves fan, thank you for the gifts. Vikings, Eagles, yeah, 40. What is it? 40 what? 43.5. I can understand that. Girl, that's Braves fan. Yeah, there's a few of those games on the board this weekend, right, that are just kind of – the Rams-Jaguars, I think, is a lot closer than what people imagine. Panthers as a favorite is going to be interesting. Saints-Bears, Browns-Dolphins. The only game that's like probably a smack them around, I assume the Broncos are going to smack the Giants around at home. Packers might smack them around. But other than that, I don't know. Like Seahawks, I think, might do really well on Monday night. But there's a lot of tight stuff this week. It's going to be a hard week for the Circa Survivor pick, that's for sure, as we go into week 7. Thought about using it tonight, but Flacco to get 1T tonight. Passing, I agree with. Running, have we seen him run? Let's see. Chris, thanks for joining. We are live, multiple platforms, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch, so feel free to check us out on any of those. Also, daily shows coming out on YouTube. They're a lot more in-depth, so make sure you check us out over there. Team totals tonight, Steelers under 25.5, I think is definitely worth the play, Mitchell. Jamar over 75.5. Okay. I thought T. Higgins saw a little bit more target share last week than I've seen with Flacco, but that he'd only been with the offense for a few days. So, Tom, thanks for joining. If Flacco thinks somebody's open, that's where he'll go. He doesn't have that, he's not predisposed to go anywhere on this one here. So we'll see on that. User, thanks for joining. Bengals, Steelers. Do like Bengals to win, Bengals to cover that game. Don't know if they win it outright, but Brewers, a lot of confidence there. All right. I'm not saying they can't win. I think this game's lower scoring, and that leaves it open to both sides, right? Dolphins to beat the Browns. I think it's possible. If they don't shoot themselves in the foot for a game, that would help. LSU, we love the under in that game one more time. So for Saturday, yes. We're on the under, 49.5? I'm not sure where it is today. We played this earlier in the week. Let me take a look. Brewers bats are back on fire. When does that happen? Please let me know. Yeah, 49.5 is where we got it. It's at 48.5 now. Yep. Judkins going off. I can see that. Tento, what's going on? How are you? Bishop, Don, what's happening? Let's see. Tento, thanks for liking live. Braves fan, thanks for liking the live. Look, I got a hat and a mustache. Now I look cool. I like it. All right, Bengals or Steelers. Bengals plus the 5.5 under in the game as well. Omar, thanks for liking the live. Henry J. Wilson, thanks for joining. Bishop Don, thank you again. T-Dog, great to see you too. We are live, like I said, multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch, so feel free to get on any of those. We'll be on for about another, 30 minutes roughly. I don't like the over in the Bengals game, though. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now, we played the under, so I just think it's one of those AFC North punch 'em in the mouth type of games. We see a lot of those, right? Jaylen Warren over rush yards. Okay. Seattle versus Toronto. Toronto plus 1.5. We do like Vlad and Ernie Clement and George Springer for 2+ hit run RBI. Richard, thanks for joining. Eric, thanks for joining. Chris, thanks for joining. Only 4 gains. Thanks for joining. We liked a lot of unders this week, and we haven't seen the fruits of all of our labor. But Vlad for 2-hit run RBI, I do like 247. Yes, I like for Vlad for 1+ single as well. Over, it's shadow game early. It's hard to see up in the box, so I like under 4 front 5 and 8 for the game. Dodgers, Milwaukee, just under 4 front 5, under 8 for the game. T. Higgins, anytime touchdown. We did play it. He has scored in 5 consecutive home games. Miami tonight. Who's Miami playing? You're talking college football. They play on Friday. Let's see. Bengals win it. Thursday night football, right? Home teams normally do pretty well. Yep. Mariners versus Jays. Jays plus 1.5. Vlad, Ernie Clement, George Springer, 2+ hit run RBI. Apostrophe, thanks for liking the live. Mariners versus Jays. We just did that one, right? Hey, I'm telling you, Thursday night football, normally home team does pop, right? Plus 5.5 is a nice little number there. Still lose by a field goal and still win, right? So we'll see. Let's see what the Flacco-led Bengals can accomplish. I'll be really honest with you, LS. Their bats have been absolutely dead quiet. They have not been patient at the plate. That's not two good things for them. So maybe they turn it around with new scenery. They've definitely struggled games 1 and 2, right? So I do like the under, and sidewise, then I don't have to care much. Just don't want to see any scoring, right? Low scoring game. Hopefully they can figure that out. The problem that they have had is that stringing hits together. They've not executed well. Steelers, Bengals, do like the Bengals plus the 5.5. Best player prop, Kenneth Gainwell under 10.5 yards, longest reception. Rams or Jags. If you take it down to 2.5, I guess I'll play with the Rams, and you'll have to do the 60-minute sweat with them as usual, because God forbid they put a team away. I mean, they scored 17 against the Ravens when every team on God's green earth is putting up 40. Springer for over 1.5 hit run RBI. Panthers, Jets, have not played it yet. Leaning towards the Panthers there. The Jets are just that bad. Rig, thanks for joining. Hey, Twan, how are you? How do you as well? Hopefully you're having a great day. Braves fan, thanks for liking the live. Yeah, Bengals for the upset. You getting over plus 200 on your money. That's not bad. Jets are so bad is correct. Bengals or Steelers. Bengals plus the 5.5. Under in the game as well. Montana, thanks for joining. No QB should have 60 yards. I agree. Jets, Panthers. We have not played it yet. Leaning Panthers. My bad. We'll probably just play a money line and take the 1.5 out of it, I'm assuming, but it is what it is. RJMC Quinn, money line place. We actually don't have a money line tonight that we're playing in Major League Baseball. We do like the Toronto plus the 1.5 in the late game, and we do like under 4 front 5 in the Dodgers game. It is hard to see there during the day. That's why they don't play a lot of day baseball out there. And also under 8 for the game. Daverick Spencer, thanks for joining. Thomas Morgan, thank you. No NHL for us. We stay in our lane. We got NBA starting next week, though. Blue Jays plus 1.5 I like today. I don't know if they win. Scherzer scares me. I'm going to be honest. That is a major scare effect on that game. He did not pitch the last round. He wasn't even on the roster. So, anyway, Taylor, thanks for joining. We are live, multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. So feel free to join us on any of those. YouTube at Sports Bets for free. Twitch at Sports Bets for free. The Discord link is over on our YouTube page. Every time I post it in TikTok, for some reason the video gets taken down, Jakawa. So check us out at Sports Bets for free or Scott Jenkins. You can get the Discord link over there in every episode and on the YouTube channel page. Jack, thanks for joining. Razzle Dazzle, thanks for joining the show. And the crowd goes quiet. Jack, thanks for the live. Nano, thanks for joining. Only Mabelli, thanks for joining. Bill, thanks for joining the show. Mindset, thanks for joining. Flacco attempts or completions, both. 23 plus completions, 35 plus attempts. He should be throwing the ball often. The Bengals don't seem to like to run the ball even when they're successful. So I'm hoping Chase Brown has a couple of big pops to get to 40 because I don't think he's going to see 20. He definitely ain't going to see no 20 attempts. No hockey plays for us. We're not a hockey show. We are baseball, basketball, football on that one. Crawford, 1+ hit, makes some sense. It's not too juicy either. He normally hits better at home. Caleb, thanks for joining. Zone, thanks for joining. Noah, thanks for joining. OR, thanks for the gifts and the likes. Appreciate that. Jimmy, thanks for joining the show. OR, thank you again. Hopefully everybody's having fun so far this hockey season, though. Right? Let's see. Fred, thank you. Boca. OR, thanks for liking the live. K-Cho, thanks for joining. Bengals money line's got some value. We like the plus 5.5, obviously better, but it does have some value as you're getting over 2-1 on your money. If you go to did you go to YouTube? Go to YouTube, Sports Bets for free. Otani, Homer, he hasn't hit nothing lately. And Pajes is the same. They're both cold as ice, okay? There's a link in the comment section of the video to join the Discord. It'll send you to a WAP checkout. It is not free. So, Justin, thanks for joining. Mitchell, thanks for liking the live. If you want all the information early and bonus material, we do charge for that. Yes, it's not free. Al, thanks for the follow. We put out enough free material for 100 shows. Gary, thanks for joining. Favorite Higgins, yards, or Chase? Not really big on either tonight. I do like Higgins for a touchdown. Don't really like either one of those yards. We're in week 2 of this. So it's kind of a little tough to figure out who's going to get a majority of the target share on that one. TD scores tonight, DK Metcalf, T. Higgins. Braves fan, thanks for liking the live. Mark, thanks for joining. Jalen Warren or Worthy in the flex. I think Warren's going to see a little less target share because Rashee Rice back for week 7. So maybe Warren. And normally I would favor backs anyway because you got rushing and receiving yards. Players with hits tonight: Vlad, George Springer, Ernie Clement. Some good stuff there. Nana, thanks for joining. Rudy, thanks for joining. Noah Fant for a TD. Okay, that's digging deep. I thought Higgins was excellent value, plus 230 something for a TD tonight. So we got him at. So stop there. PDP Sipper, thanks for joining. Cupid, thanks for joining. And Higgins always seems to play better at home. Gustavo, what's going on? How are you? I got receiving yards for Higgins and Chase. Okay. So you're expecting a big night out of the Bengals. They're going to march it up and down the field. Drew, thanks for joining. Team Jones, thanks for joining the show. Flacco gonna throw. Well, more than likely, right? We used to go live during the games. Unfortunately, we got a lot of other work stuff going right now. So normally we'd rather do it when there's multiple games going on. So a little bit more fun. No home runs for us tonight, though, but there was a boatload yesterday, which normally the way it's been going, it's one day gets a boatload of homers, the next day nothing on there. So it kills your Steelers. We'll see. I mean, no running game for both sides, really. Thomas, thanks for coming on. Both sides have been really disappointing in the run game. So, but the Steelers haven't had a run game forever. They didn't have one with Najee and Jalen. Why would they have one now? Pitcher for strikeouts? Yes. Glass now, 6+ and 7+. Yeah, I'm there. I'm 6+ and 7+ for us on Glass now. So 7's when you get into the plus or money there, but we like him both there. He's going to pitch in the shadows for the first 4 to 5 innings at a minimum in that game. I think that is major advantage to the pitcher. K-Cat, thanks for joining. Rusty, thanks for joining. We just saw this day game basically against the Phillies, and there was nothing early. And then it came down to, once the shadows covered, then the hitters could see a little bit better. Thursday night football, Bengals plus the points, under. Flacco to throw a bunch, including an interception. Metcalf 10+ yards first quarter. Metcalf for an anytime TD. Higgins for an anytime TD. All kinds of them. Brewers plus Bengals on a parlay. Come back to it. Watch it later, smack. Okay. Hope it wins for you. East Carolina, love them tonight. Laying 16.5. MLB, Toronto plus 1.5. Vlad, Springer, Clement, 2+ hit run RBI. Dodgers, Brewers under 4 front 5, under 8 for the game. It's all on the shows. Got Luis Castillo over a half earned run. Should be able to get that, I would think. Might see that in the first. We do like yes run first inning in that the late game, Blue Jays game. So could get that in the first. D, thanks for joining. The Steelers are 0-6 on the road. Thursday Night Football. There's a stat for you. Toronto money line. I love them plus 1.5, Ken. I didn't pull the trigger on the money line, but I wouldn't blame you for going there. If you're on Toronto, just pray that Scherzer does not get blown up early, right? That is the key, because your bullpen, the Toronto bullpen is not as good as the Seattle bullpen, so they're going to need a lead early-ish in that game. Bengals are at home, yes. Does that game go over? And Toronto game, I'm not playing a total in that one, but it's got probably a decent chance to get there. I don't think we're going to see what we saw yesterday, but it's got a decent chance. I don't think we've seen nearly the homers. That was a lot of homers for Seattle, right? That place does not normally give up runs like that. And Tigers at the helm, you trip. Okay. Everybody going crazy. Rodgers for 2+ passing TDs. There's possibility there. We do football, which we've been going over, baseball, basketball, college and pro. The only college sport we don't do is college baseball because it's cheating with aluminum bats. Let's see. All right, the smack talk continues amongst everybody. All right, let's see here. Braves fan, thanks for liking the live. DK for 50. Okay. Is that what, 64? I think's the number, but yeah, I got you. Does ping pong, right? I do Formula One. That's coming up as well. We're going to have those out later tonight for the Discord. Only 4 games. What's going on? Dodgers, I don't like them on the run line. I think it's a lower scoring game, especially early. So I wouldn't play them run line there. Surprised that hasn't been asked already. Sunday, a little early for us. We haven't really got into it. The player props really start flooding in today for the Sunday games and Monday games. So NASCAR, no. Formula One, yes. The NASCAR, no. I can't watch NASCAR. It's all left turns except for like 2 races a season. It drives me nuts on that one. Nona, thanks for the lightnings and the pumpkins. Appreciate that. Yeezer, thanks for joining. Braves fan, thanks for liking live. Ronnie, thanks for coming back on. Colin Jackson, thanks for joining. Just about it. Thanks for coming on. We do have basketball. NBA's what, like 5 days away? We got 2 games opening night. Rogers. A lot of people like that 2+ passing TDs. That could happen. I don't like Warren to score tonight, so might as well, right? So. First 5 at least. So the game starts at 3. Shadows normally last till 5. That should be good for 6. That's why we really like under 4, the front 5. In that one. Nona, thanks for liking the live. So they've been cruising along in those games. Bengals for 2+ field goals. Okay, I could see that. And a lot of people like the Bengals tonight. I don't blame you. I like the points, but I'll take the plus points. Mandy Love, thanks for joining. I like Andrew Vaughn for a hit. Home run stepping up there. All right, over 7.5 quarter first total. We played actually under 7.5. I don't think we see much scoring in this game, but we're under on the first quarter, first half, and game. So. No, thanks for the gifts one more time. Christian, thanks for joining. Under 4, front 5 for which game? Dodgers. Dad, thanks for joining. David, thanks for joining. OTM Gaming, thanks for joining. You could probably play 3.5 too at plus money, but 4 brings in the push a little bit, gives you a few more outs. Brewers win. Possible. I think both teams are live. That's going well, David. How are you? And Swaya, thanks for joining. Nona, thanks for liking the live. Jesse, thanks for joining. If Eagles and Bills lose 3 straight, it would be. It's possible, though. Lord, what's going on? How are you? Jimmy, thanks for joining. Lachey, thanks for joining. Tu Shiesty, thanks for joining. Well, nobody wants to go down 3 games, that's for sure. But I expect they'll throw out all the stops tonight or this afternoon, depending on what part of the country you're in. Just think it's a low-scoring game. Going to have to be patient. Brewers have not been patient in the first 2 games, that is for sure. So, CJ, thanks for joining. Noah Fant and Darnell Washington. So, basically, you just pick the 2 highest odds on the screen. I got you. Mariners, they got there. If they score 4 runs every game, they're going to be okay. Just not last night, right? Winning the NFL game tonight, like the Bengals plus the 5.5. I think the Steelers can pull out a field goal win. I just don't know if they win by a touchdown. So, Corey, thanks for joining. Join Coach Dan. Mike, thanks for joining. Pharaoh, what's going on? Justin, how are you? Callie Tom, RRR, thanks for joining. 2Bet, Bastion, thanks for joining. Braves fan, thanks for liking the live. We are live multiple platforms for about another 10 minutes. TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. So feel free to get us on all those. A shootout like last year. For who? No problem, Callie. Thank you for coming on. Braves fan, thanks for the boxing gloves. Haven't seen those ones. What's going to be a shootout, I guess is my question. NFL game tonight. I like the +5.5. Dodgers Mariners today. Like the under in the Dodgers game, especially the front five. Blue Jays +1.5 is how we played those. Bengals game going over. 2 old QBs. Okay. All right. Scott, what's going on? Jays hurt me to watch. I understand that, man. Woof. Wow, I did not expect that. They haven't scored that many runs in Seattle in a week, let alone in one game. That's crazy. Lil T, thanks for joining. Did not expect that. A-Rod, over a half a rush yard. If I had to play it, it would be under. I don't really love that line. It's not as classic as the Tom Brady one where we always seem to cash on the under, but I don't think he's going to have to scramble a heck of a whole lot. I think they're going to try to run the ball and not be probably very successful because they never are. And he should have a little bit of time in the pocket. So, yeah. Yeah, I think it's going under. Yeah. Like the Steelers have had one great game where they scored, and that was against the Jets. The Bengals really haven't put up a lot of points. We thought 20-17 final. So. Hey, I hear you. I understand. We like the Bengals plus the points. We like the under in that game. We like East Carolina in the college football game tonight. And we will take under 4, front 5 for the Dodgers, under 8 for the game, and Blue Jays +1.5. I think Springer's probably going to hit him tonight. 2+ hit run RBI is where we like him. He's been hot throughout the playoffs, doing what he normally does. Bengals strength of schedule 3. Steelers, okay. We said we like the Bengals +5.5. Does that disagree with your strength of schedule there? I don't know. Toronto money line +1.5. It's gotten real juicy here since yesterday. So I understand if you can't play it, but yes, that's the way we like that. Rogers for 200, probably close to that, maybe a shade over. Jeff, thanks for liking the live. Great to see you today. Thyron, thanks for joining. The over Pajes and Yelich for homers. I don't understand the Pajes one. He hasn't done anything basically the entire playoffs. Yelich has been ice cold, just going against the trend. Okay, I guess on that one. So, college football game, East Carolina laying 16.5. Yes, they're going to do it, but no data of why they do it. You realize that game's in the shadows early and it's hard for the hitters to see, right? So I'm just making sure you're aware, CK. I watched the Dodgers and the Phillies score no runs for 6 innings and that stuff. So Raider SLV or Raiders LV. Braves fan, thanks for liking the live. Bert, Kurt, thanks for joining. NBA, yeah, it's coming around the corner. Next Tuesday, I said East Carolina by 16.5 is where the line is. If you've got 17.5 at your book, make sure you shop. Right? Mariners Blue Jays going over 7. Probably has a chance to. Not for us. No hockey for us, Smitty. If Lord's still on here, you can watch his show. He goes over hockey. Just not our lane. I can't pronounce hardly a baseball player, anyone, let alone a hockey player. PepsiCo, what's going on? DK had 16.5. Yeah, they're at 16.5. Correct. Yeah, no reason to play East Carolina at 17.5 when 16.5 is available at a lot of the big books. Sai, thanks for liking the live. Appreciate it. We are live multiple platforms, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. So make sure you check us out, any of those. 15 rushing first half, Chase Brown. Okay. I like him for 40 total, so I can see that. Adrian, thanks for joining and following. Danny, thanks for coming on as well. Grammy, Cy, thanks for liking the live. Let's see here. Jay Swervo, Stefan the Great, and JoJo, thanks for all for coming on the show. Eagles, Vikings at home. That game looks like a bloodbath as well. I'll be really honest with you. Don't really like much about that game except some player props that we're looking forward to. I think it go either way. Here's the key. If the Vikings don't turn you over, they lose. That's typically how they play. Just that defense, if they don't turn you over, they don't win. So the safer play might be Eagles to fumble or Jalen Hurts to throw a pick if you think they're going to win. What's the winner tonight? Gainwell under 10.5 yards, longest reception. Like that one. Like the Bengals plus the points. I do like DK Metcalf for a touchdown. Yes. And T. Higgins. I think those might be the 2 touchdowns of the game. Maybe there's another 1 or 2, but not a boatload. So, Magmar, thanks for joining. 1K, thanks for joining. But all these games that should go under seem to go over here as of late. But Steelers money line, Randy, it's a little bit of a gamble still. I think that game's live both ways. They don't normally play well on Thursday night. They're having to go on the road. I wouldn't feel real safe about it. Colts versus the Chargers. We haven't got into that game yet, but, man, I tell you what, if the Colts can figure out a way to not turn the ball over on the road, it's hard not to like them, right? So your Bengals are going to lose every game this year? Okay. 6 kicking points for Evan. So 2 field goals, or got a shot to get there, right? Blue Jays plus 1.5. Yeah, okay. 5.5 Milwaukee. Total over 5.5 Milwaukee. LA under 8.5 Steelers. Okay. Like I said, the Steelers, that game tonight, I think you got to almost pocket the points, but DK for a touchdown. We went over that about 18 times so far, and yes. All right. Matthew, great to see you today. What's going on, brother? We are live multiple platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. All of our main shows on YouTube, as we can actually talk about stuff over there on the recorded shows. Cam Skattebo or Jordan Mason. So Skattebo going against probably one of the toughest defenses, I think, in all of football in the Broncos. So I'll probably have to play Jordan. At work, right? That's right. There's no reason to not put an AirPod in and watch the show, right? Come on. Let's see. Leo, thanks for joining. J-Rock, thanks for joining. TikTokerman, thanks for joining. JRB, thanks for liking the live. Matthew, thank you as well. Oh, let's see. La Mirage, thanks for joining. Darnell or Janu? How about neither one? Can you play neither, Mike Costa? I'd go Darnell under, but that's me. Rams going to play without Puka. They're going to try to run the ball at Jacksonville quite a bit. I think they'll be okay. The problem with the Rams is you never get a full 60 minutes. So, right? ECU, I like quite a bit today. Bengals plus a touchdown. Yeah, we like them at 5.5. So, of course, would like that. We'll get back to the Rams. I think they'll be fine. My question is are they ever going to play 60 minutes of football? Like, ever? Like, it's really frustrating watching them. Parlay, not typically. We'll throw occasionally ones out in the Discord, but we're straight wager show. So, why would I want to go 7-1 and lose money, or 2-1 and lose money? Doesn't make much sense to me, but that's me. Brian Jones, thanks for the follow. Matthew, thanks for liking the live. I could have 100 plays out there, go 99-1, and I promise you that one is the one that we'll like in the parlay, right? It just seems to always work out that way. So I'd rather take dollars. Nano, thanks for joining the show. Thomas Maher's back. Brian, thanks for the follow. Live on for a couple more minutes, so if you got questions, throw them out. Louisville to Miami. I don't think Louisville's going to score a bunch tomorrow. I love Miami laying the 2 touchdowns, but yeah, I got you on that one. Bengals for 2 field goals, yes. Jets get their first win. I'm sure they'll figure out a way to screw it up. Aren't you? I mean, you've seen them play all season long, right? Blue Jays win the series. If they can win today, I think they have a great shot getting this thing to where they just need 2 out of 3, and 2 of those games will be at home. Flacco for a pick, yes. Dodgers game, under 4 the front 5, under 8 for the game. Glass now, 6 strikeouts and 7 strikeouts. Not a hockey show, so can't unfortunately help you out there with the Kraken. So Yeah, I hear you. We played the Blue Jays to win the series before the series started. Today's big. If they don't win today, I don't think they have a crack at it. Winning 3 straight is not going to be easy. Flacco for $175. Okay, I could see that. I think he's going to have a boatload of pass attempts and completions, Mike. So, Alex, thanks for joining. Yeah, all right. And Jan, bro, thanks for coming on. Matthew, thanks for liking the live. All right, we're going to pop off here, but make sure you follow us over on YouTube at Sports Bets for Free. You'll get the more in-depth shows over there. It's well worth your time. There are other apps besides TikTok, so make sure you check that out on that one. I promise you, it is well worth your time investment. Yes. All right, and they're pulling out all the stops with all the guys that are plus 600 for anytime touchdown. All right, we will be back on tomorrow. We also have college football show out tomorrow. Baseball show, there will be we got a couple games going on tomorrow, so we'll be back on for baseball as well. So we got a lot of stuff going on. College football has a few more games tomorrow. That episode is already out. We did Tuesday through Friday. It is over on YouTube at Sports Bets for Free on that one there. Appreciate everybody coming on the show, and we will see you guys tomorrow.